Okay. My name is Nikki. I want to say that I'm probably in my mid 20s. I don't see time the same way as you probably do, or Sarah probably does. Generally speaking, I've almost always been older than her, it seems. And I don't know if that's just how she would feel safer. I think my purpose has kind of been to be the one to say for her when she can't that this is not okay. You need to get out of my face. You need to leave her alone. Again, I don't really have friends or relationships. I don't recall too many people's names unless they had a big enough impact. I think that she needs to get out of this mindset, at least in some capacity, that she always has to try the hardest of everyone. She always has to make sure every other person is taken care of before she is. She needs to either remind herself or have other people remind her that it's okay to take care of yourself every once in a while. And you're okay to make mistakes. And if you disappoint people, so be it. Sometimes you're gonna disappoint people. I don't think that she, at least when she was younger and I was around more, I don't think she wanted other people to know about me too much. So I tended to try and hide myself as best I could. Sometimes I couldn't, but a lot of times it was just teenage boys in her face trying to get me to come out because they would, I guess, knew somewhat about the situation, but especially that particular one, he thought it was some kind of game. The last time I recall being out, it was a little more nerve-wracking and almost scary because of the fact that I had no idea where I was. In cases like that, where I have no idea where I am, I think it's almost as scary as it probably is for her when she comes back and has no idea what she's been doing that whole time. I don't tend to warm up to a lot of people because I come into a situation assuming the worst. Most times I don't trust whoever I'm around, so I tend to either hide, or if I think that it's because they're the cause, try to get them away from her. Of course there's a part of me that wants her to no longer rely on me, because then that means that she's strong enough and she's gotten herself in a situation that she feels safe enough to deal with these situations. But at the same time, it's also kind of a weird thought because that means I cease to exist. I don't know if I have any form of a spirit or being, because again, I think I'm part of her own personality in a weird sort of sense. But it is a little scary to think of, and I guess in a sense, dying. In terms of having a future, that's kind of a subjective term. I think the concept of a future for me would be a dangerous concept, at least in the sense of having my own life. Seeing instances of her life, I think it would be fine. I don't think I'm here to enjoy life. I don't think that I'm here to have friends or boyfriends or anything like that. It'd be interesting at least to have some kind of indication of where she is, just so I have an understanding and I can attempt to rectify the situation without having to forcefully tell other people if I can help it. So that might be helpful for both of our sakes, but other than that, I think I'm content with where I am. But for the people that are going to see this, I know that probably a lot of you are kind of confused. Maybe you've never heard of what this is. Maybe you feel like she's just faking this. I guess the main thing is just treat it with respect, please. Because I think a lot of the biggest issues I've had with this situation, and the biggest issues I've had in terms of Sarah's personality, is that a lot of this seems to have links to being afraid of how other people are going to perceive her. If you are going to watch this and you're going to be curious or you have questions, just please don't treat this like a joke.